Being the boss, introduction, getting things done. What's interesting about many works on being the boss, which have come out in the last 5 to 10 years, is they discuss many things like how to organize yourself, manage your group or network, and manage your team. The one thing they don't talk about, which is fundamental, is get stuff done. The key to being the boss is when you get promoted to that position, you now have the power, more than you had before, to get things done. You may not have all the power, but you have more power. And the key is to use that power to get something done. The management guru and humorist in his own way, Tom Peters, says, when you get a new job and you're the boss, get something done in the first 5 minutes. It doesn't matter whether you move a wastebasket, a file cabinet, get something done. Robert Townsend said, when you get the job of being the boss, get something done by bringing your team in and saying, if you still have any convictions left, bring them forward. We need to get something done. Being the boss means getting things done. The only reasons that you manage yourself, you manage your network, you manage your team, or you organize yourself is to get things done. Never forget that story. One of my favorite people is Tom Hopkins, who wrote a book called Selling and Gives Seminars. And he's wonderful because he says the same thing. When you're selling, make a sales call. And most importantly, he says, no matter what you do the most productive thing next. If something interrupts your frame of mind and you can get something done, do it. The traditional image of the boss is somebody that sits behind a desk and waits for others to work, plays golf, makes a lot of money, and does no work. If that ever were true, it no longer is. And certainly you can't think of Andrew Carnegie or John D. Rockefeller as doing that. So nobody really used to do that. But there is that image of it, the banker hours and all that. That's somebody retiring on the job. The point is, when you're the boss, your job is to get something done. And if you lose sight of that, you may not be the boss for long. The image I want to leave you with is a great movie that's underrated, and that is Hombre with Paul Newman. And after the stagecoach is robbed and the water is taken and everything is bad, Newman starts to climb in the hills. And Diane Clanto, a great actress in her own right, from Tom Jones, married to Sean Connery, got a lot of panache, says, why do we follow you? And he says, because I can cut it, lady. And that's the way as a boss you get your team to follow you. It's not by authority. It's not by orders. It's not by consulting your boss. It's by you being the one that can cut it. And that's the key to being a boss. As we go through this audiobook, think long and hard about whether you want to be a boss, because you become increasingly visible about getting things done. And in this world of technology, just communicating has been stripped away as a positive thing. It's not communicating up and down the organization as it used to be. Now the organizations are flattened and you have to be able to do something. So what does that mean? Well, that's what this audiobook's about. How do you get things done? How do you start? And the fact that if you don't, you'll lose. So you might as well try.